Hello, and welcome to this lesson on translating graphs. By the time you finish this video, you will be able to identify and describe horizontal and vertical translations of a graph, then write the new equation of a function after it has been translated, and determine how coordinates change under a given translation. Let's get started. Let's now look at these two types of translations very carefully and really understand the difference between them. We have two completely different movements here. On the left, we have vertical translation. On the right, we have horizontal translation. Let's start with the vertical translation. Focus on the black graph in the middle. This is our original graph. Now look at the blue graph above it. Every single point on the black graph has moved straight up by the same amount. The shape has not changed, the width has not changed, the curve is identical. Only the position has changed vertically. This is what happens when we use y equals f of x plus b. We are adding a value to the output, the y values, so every point shifts up. Now look at the yellow graph below. Again, the shape is exactly the same as the black graph, but now every point has moved down by the same amount. This matches y equals f of x minus b. So for vertical translation, the movement is simple and direct. Plus means up, minus means down, and the graph moves straight vertically. Now let's compare this with horizontal translation on the right. Again, start with the black graph as the original. Now look at the red graph on the left side. This graph has shifted to the left, but here is the important difference. The movement is not up or down, it is sideways. Every point has moved horizontally, not vertically. This comes from y equals f of x plus a. Even though it says plus, the graph moves left. Now look at the green graph on the right. This graph has shifted to the right. Again, same shape, no stretching, just a horizontal shift. This matches y equals f of x minus a. So here's the key difference between the two. In vertical translation, we change the y values, and the graph moves up or down directly with the sign. In horizontal translation, we change the x values, and the graph moves left or right, but in the opposite direction of the sign. So to clearly differentiate them, vertical translation affects height and follows the sign. Horizontal translation affects position left or right and reverses the sign. Take a moment to compare the colors carefully. Black is the original graph, blue moves up, yellow moves down, red moves left, green moves right. Once you can clearly see how each graph moves and what is changing, you will be able to identify translations quickly and accurately. Now let's apply everything we've learned, step by step. We are given the graph of y equals x squared, and we are told it is translated 1 unit left and 2 units down. So we will follow the steps shown. First, apply the horizontal shift. A movement to the left means we use plus inside the bracket, so x becomes x plus 1. This gives us y equals open bracket x plus 1 close bracket squared. That completes the horizontal shift. Next, apply the vertical shift. We are moving 2 units down, so we subtract 2 from the whole expression. This gives us y equals open bracket x plus 1 close bracket squared minus 2. This is the new equation. Now let's describe the coordinate change. We start with the original point, 0, 0. Now apply the same translation. For the horizontal movement, we go 1 unit left, so 0 becomes negative 1. For the vertical movement, we go 2 units down, so 0 becomes negative 2. So the new point is negative 1, negative 2. So the coordinate change is from open bracket xy close bracket, open bracket x minus 1, y minus 2 close bracket. Let's summarize clearly. Horizontal shift, 1 unit left. Vertical shift, 2 units down. New equation, y equals open bracket x plus 1 close bracket squared minus 2. New key point, negative 1, negative 2. Take a moment to connect each step with the graph. The shape stays the same, but the position changes exactly as described. Now let's dive into some exam-style practice question. You can pause the video and try yourself. Question 1. The diagram below shows the graph of y equals x cubed minus 2x. Translate the graph 3 units up and 2 units to the right. Write the new equation and list a few coordinate changes. The image shows 3 important steps that help us answer this question. Step 1, apply the horizontal shift. Step 2, apply the vertical shift. Step 3, describe the coordinate changes. So let's begin with step 1. Apply the horizontal shift. The graph moves 2 units to the right. Remember, horizontal translations affect the x values. The original coordinate shown in the table is -1, 1. To move the graph 2 units right, we add 2 to the x coordinate. -1 plus 2 equals 1. So after the horizontal shift, the coordinate becomes 1, 1. The image labels this as horizontal 2 units right. This earns 1 mark for correctly applying the horizontal translation. Now let's move to step 2. Apply the vertical shift. The graph moves 3 units up. Vertical translations affect the y values. We now use the translated coordinate 1, 1. To move the graph upward by 3, we add 3 to the y coordinate. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So the final translated coordinate becomes 1, 4. The image labels this as vertical 3 units up. This earns 1 mark for correctly applying the vertical translation. Now let's move to step 3. Describe the coordinate changes. The table shows original x, y. Translated, x plus 2, y plus 3. This tells us that every point on the graph follows the same movement. Every x-coordinate increases by 2 and every y-coordinate increases by 3. This earns 1 mark for correctly describing the coordinate changes. Now let's continue the translation using another coordinate from the graph. The original coordinate shown in the table is 1, -1. We follow exactly the same translation rule. First, apply the horizontal shift. The graph moves 2 units to the right, so we add 2 to the x-coordinate. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So the new x-coordinate becomes 3. This earns 1 mark for correctly applying the horizontal translation. Next, apply the vertical shift. The graph moves 3 units up, so we add 3 to the y-coordinate. -1 plus 3 equals 2. So the new y-coordinate becomes 2. This gives us the translated coordinate 3, 2. And we can now see this new coordinate plotted on the graph. Notice that both translated coordinates follow exactly the same movement pattern. The coordinate -1, 1 became 1, 4. And the coordinate 1, -1 became 3, 2. This helps us clearly visualize how the graph shifts 2 units right and 3 units upward. The image also reminds us of the coordinate rule, original x, y. Translated, x plus 2, y plus 3. This means every point on the graph follows the same translation rule. Every x-coordinate increases by 2 and every y-coordinate increases by 3. That secures the remaining marks in the exam. Now let's finish the final part of the question. We have already translated the coordinates. -1, 1 to 1, 4, and 1, -1 to 3, 2. Now we use these translated points to help us visualize the new graph. Notice the image now shows the translated graph in purple. The original graph is still shown in gray, while the new translated graph has shifted 2 units to the right and 3 units upward. The important thing to notice is this: the shape of the graph has not changed. The graph has not stretched, reflected, or rotated. It has only moved position. The translated coordinates, 1, 4, and 3, 2 both lie on the new purple graph. Now let's write the final translated equation. The original equation is y equals x cubed minus 2x. To translate a graph 2 units to the right, we replace x with x minus 2. Then, because the graph moves 3 units upward, we add positive 3 outside the equation. So the final translated equation becomes y equals open bracket x minus 2 close bracket cubed minus 2 open bracket x minus 2 close bracket plus 3. This earns 1 mark for writing the correct translated equation. Now let's recap how we solved the question. First, we applied the horizontal shift. Then, we applied the vertical shift. After that, we described the coordinate changes using x plus 2, y plus 3. Finally, we used those translations to write the new translated equation. That secures all 5 marks in the exam.